I'm Jamie, the Traveling Baker. It's Tuesday, and this week I'm going to talk about volunteering, mainly using the site HelpX, which is a site that I used when I went to Australia and New Zealand 2 years ago. HelpX was started by a man named Rob, and he was from England, and he used to travel around Australia and New Zealand and work at farms and do things for people in exchange for room and board and food. So what Rob decided to do was start a website called HelpX, which is just HelpX.net, and it created a way for helpers like himself to connect with hosts or the people that he stayed with. So that's what you can actually do. What I did is I registered as a helper, which is free. If you want to upgrade to a Premier membership, it's 20 euros, which equates to about $25 right now. And the membership is good for 2 years. So by upgrading to a Premier membership, it means that you can contact any host that you see. If you do have a free membership, you can't do that. They can contact you, but you can't initiate anything. And I felt this was worth it because I didn't get a lot of contacts made with me, initial ones. I did a lot of the searching myself. So what you can basically do is look at profiles. I kind of call it the online dating of traveling. You can look at profiles and see what family or what business meets your needs. And it can be any kind of work, from organic farming to a winery to a couple owns a B&B and they need some help, to what I did was just more like living with families and doing some light cleaning and gardening and baking and that sort of thing. Essentially what you do is you work for about 4 hours each day, and you usually do it in the morning, in exchange for a room in their home and meals. And what I loved about it is that you really kind of became part of their family. When you weren't working, usually the families did stuff with me, or took me places, or took me to the beach, or I did things with the kids in one of the families I stayed with, and I just loved it. Again, you become immersed in the culture, you make friends for life. You see how people in these countries actually live and work and play and do all these things, so I think it's absolutely great. So again, you do have to pay to have a Premier membership because the site was developed with Australia and New Zealand in mind. There are a lot of locations or a lot of hosts in those countries. Europe, Canada, and the US also have a significant number of hosts available that are looking for help. There aren't as many in other countries. So if you're looking to do this in South America or Central America, you might not find as many. There are some on the site, but not as many as you would find in the other countries. So what I loved about it, a lot of people ask me, were you scared to go? How did you know the people you're staying with weren't crazy or anything like that? Well, helpers can review the hosts once they stay with them, and then what I was able to do is contact those helpers and say, hey, I'm looking to stay with these people. What were they like? How was it? And I heard nothing but great things. So, you know, you can contact people who've stayed. I didn't have any problems at all. It was safe. It was awesome. I would do it again in a heartbeat. And if you think like it might be something you want to do, I would highly recommend it. You save a lot of money for doing a little bit of work. The work wasn't that hard, and I found it to be a great experience. So again, it's HelpX.net. So if you are interested, I would recommend going to the website, or you are more than welcome to contact me on my Facebook page, The Traveling Baker, or emailing me, and I'd be happy to share more of my experiences. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.